this way. There we go. Ho ho!
We're live.
We are live.
Damn. Let it eat, King.
Yeah.
Fucking music.
I love that.
Goddamn great.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Oh.
Holy
Thanks, Jordan.
shit.
That was beautiful.
My God. Welcome everybody. Welcome.
Cheers.
To the people. To the people on a very crazy night. We got a crazy basketball game going on, but this is a golf podcast.
It's a big game tonight.
Big game. Big scores. I think they're going to score over 200 for each team. Yeah.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
At least one.
It's crazy stuff going on.
Big game.
But we're not too worried about that right now because we've got one hell of a golf podcast for all of you. This is your golf relief of the evening from myself, Buttsy, and Brent Grant. Man, we're just going to let some more people get joined in here if we are going to have any more people get joined in here. Who knows? Because tonight that basketball game is quite crazy. I heard there's the Great White Hope versus,
I don't think anybody watches one screen anymore, though, right? We all got
we all got multiple screens. You know what I mean?
Rogan over here and the phone. And then
Yeah. We can't quite hear you.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody. All right. Oh, we got quite
Three of us in here.
Yeah, first time, all three of us in studio. We didn't know if we were going to fit, but we fit. This is beautiful. I absolutely fucking love it.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I'm nice and cozy.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, well, tell the people what's going on over there.
I mean, we'll get into that as soon as we get into the show. I feel like
that's the biggest thing happening.
yeah, it really is. In the world.
What's that?
My Garrett
fleece?
fleece.
Oh, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah. These guys, as soon as they saw it in studio, they went absolutely berserk.
I mean, outside of Butsy's arms and chest, that might
You
be
look
the
like
biggest
that,
thing in the world.
That van in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah.
I got to fix
Mud
one
cuts
thing.
or
I got to fix one thing.
at me.
Wow. All 795 people enjoyed that one. Sorry about that, folks.
Sorry. Oh, that's perfect.
Is that better?
Oh my God.
Can we see?
Audio's better. Your video's better. Everything's better. Better is better.
Little AFib here.
Give it up for him. Little AFib. You can tell that on an Apple Watch nowadays, you know?
That's why I don't wear it. I wore it for about
Butter.
3 days. Got the health report in the morning. You don't die, motherfucker. Not wearing that.
Stop whatever you're doing.
It's terrible.
That's perfect.
Call a doctor.
Drink water.
Anyways.
All right, you guys ready to get started? We got a crowd tonight.
803 and counting.
You know, it's that simulcast type of bullshit. I love it.
I think they're just specifically tuning in to watch us.
I think so too.
They got it up on their big screens.
It happens.
Shout out.
Shout out big screens.
I'm excited to see. I want to see the regulars back with some of the hot takes that we see on the comments. It's always pretty impressive.
Yeah,
to see.
and I feel like I was the one that screwed up because I didn't realize we went into daylight savings. Arizona's one of those weird states, or what I like to say is the smartest state, because they don't freaking move the time. So there's no daylight savings. So had no idea. We got Brian Shane,
on-course reporter right there.
On-course reporter.
I mean, last week he was just
he was
firing.
He was firing. Him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's.
Golf.
Where's Trot Golfer?
Where you at, buddy?
Yeah, we love a good trot to begin the show as well. But Brian Shane, good addition here to our audience. Very active member. Love that. Mm-hmm. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1.
He caught you with it.
We're gonna restart.
3, 2, 1.
No,
Wait.
no laser beams on this one.
False start.
3,
Flag.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, to Pull Hook Golf, the podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cook. Tonight in studio, we've got our co-host, Buttsy. We've got our co-host and tour insider, Brent Grant. This is the first time all three of us have been in studio together. We got our audio engineer, Jordan, in the back. We've got an awesome show for all of you, and this is your relief from the basketball game that's going on to where they're about to score 200 points each.
Shout out J Chromosome in the back.
J Chromosome. Woo! Absolutely. Great stuff out of
Come
him.
up with that?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
Guys, we've got some stuff to go over tonight. We've got the tee-off report, which is now an audience favorite. They absolutely love this with good old Buttsy here.
I was like, what's the tee-off report?
What is that?
It's your segment.
That's where you talk, friend.
Worldwide Technology Championship preview. Yes, folks, there's a PGA Tour event coming up this weekend. We're going to talk about it. Then we got the Swanee style segment. And last but not least, we've got the PGA Tour PIF merger and some updates around that. I was on the horn yesterday. A lot of phone calls. Lot of phone calls. Yeah, it wasn't it's not the funnest thing actually calling up and trying to track down this information.
Yeah.
In the world, in the world where basically it's you see a headline and you just got to run.
You
with
got
it.
do you have you got some connects that you reach out to and you got to dig, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then you got to ask all the right questions because they're just like, can't really tell you this, but you know, if you ask the proper question, I will tell you. So there's some of that going on, but we've got a lot of information around that for all of you. So stick around till the end if you really want to know what's going on in that whole entire PIF, Live, Golf, PGA Tour merger bullshit. We got it for you.
Thank you.
Swannies. We do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Swannies Golf. This is where we started this episode. Actually, when we came on live, before we started the podcast recording, these two here went absolutely berserk over this Garrett fleece, which is part of the Swannies Black Swan line. Remember, I was telling you guys, I'm like, just wait till you guys see the Black Swan line. Like this stuff is nice. And you guys were ranting and raving
all
about
weekend.
this.
I love
all
it.
weekend. We were very, very much impressed.
Oh, yeah. I wore it over the weekend, too. Yeah. But this one is my favorite. I've worn it, I think, 6 days straight.
Yeah, it 100% has pit stains already, but it's fine.
It's like a ski trip shirt.
Yeah. I feel like I need a fire pit or a fireplace like right in front
cup
of me.
Of coffee or something like that.
Every morning. It's cold out here in Arizona now.
Do people still say cup of Joe?
Oh, yeah.
You just did.
That's a good thing.
I know, but I was just it popped in
You
my
could
head.
probably bring it back.
You could if you wanted to.
A cup of Joe. Is that a East Coast thing?
Cup of Joe, I think, is an East Coast thing, if you're not
That
mistaken.
sound comes on when I'm talking because that means it's my bad.
Oops.
Now,
Idiot.
let's kick it off with the tee-off. Actually, I'm sorry. Folks, if you wanted to buy
Swannies.
some Swanee, some Black Swan line, which, again, this is their high-end line. It's a little bit more expensive, but my God, it is nice.
10 out of 10 recommend for sure.
10 out of 10. If you get this Garrett fleece, you will not be disappointed, let me tell you. That is 100% accurate.
Do they get their money back if they're not satisfied?
No.
Okay, so you want 99%
But
satisfied.
here's the great news. You get 25% off by utilizing the promo code PullHookGolf25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order at swannies.co. Let's go.
Come on.
Buttsy on a soapbox. Let's start off with the tee-off report and one of our favorite segments here with Buttsy on a soapbox. Buttsy, you got your camera right over there, buddy. So as I ask you this, I want you to dial it in with the audience here. What's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to how golfers interact with cart girls?
You mean like men?
Yeah.
Specifically men. Look, I think if you're a single dude, maybe within a 5-year age range of said cart girl, and she doesn't have a ring on her finger, and you're out having some beers and you're having a good time, and you want to, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's the place to spit game, but if some of that comes out, great. if you're a 40-year-old dude hiding from their wife and you use it as an outlet because you're afraid to just man up and go to a fucking strip club, then no, it's not for you. You're a fucking weirdo. Yeah. Like, just do the real thing at that point. You're hiding. Yeah.
You're hiding.
You're hiding.
So
I don't know if that answered your question.
I think the recap to that, or to summarize it, go to the strip club, gentlemen, and skip out on making the cart girl feel awkward.
Or just don't do any of it and be good to your wife. I mean, that's really the moral of the story. Because, like, if you're going to flirt with the cart girl, that you're already halfway there. I mean, the cart girl's basically the stripper on a golf course, right? And like, she's like a white collar stripper.
Okay.
Some would say, not me. I've heard that.
Well, I feel like
Not my take.
I feel like golfers feel like that, right? Because they just go up and the craziest stuff gets said to these poor girls.
Yeah.
Like when you actually work at a golf course and all of a sudden you're like talking to the cart girls after like a day and they're just like, man, what was the craziest thing that you heard today? Some of the stuff that comes out you would not believe.
Yeah.
You're just like, wait a second, that guy said that to you? And he was like 72 years old.
It's the guys that the guys that are absolutely just, they don't really give a shit, and they just kind of go around and, I mean, how many golf clubs do you guys know where members get kicked out or whatever?
Yeah, just old grease nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
Just leathery old fucks out there.
these people are just trying to make a buck, and
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they're not pieces of meat.
I don't think
Real
I'm
people.
wrong, though. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more cart guys.
Treat your wife well. Treat your girlfriend well. Yeah, absolutely.
There'd be cart guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the golf course that's got cart guys, though, either.
No. I like the fact that you said if you're within a 5-year age range, then you got a shot at it.
And
You know
single.
what I mean?
And
As soon as you're way beyond that, all of a sudden you're the creepy guy in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I was talking to you about a little bit, Buttsy, is the fact that, sneaking alcohol onto a course. It is a faux pas. However, it is done. But there is something to be said about when you sneak alcohol onto a golf course, you can't do what, Buttsy? Tell the audience what you cannot do.
There's a limit to it, okay? If you put 25 beers in your bag and show up at the golf course, you're a piece of shit. You're just a piece of shit. Your bag weighs 800 pounds. You have no regard for even trying to slide past the system. The cart kid, you've already created an uncomfortable situation because now he's got to grab your bag, or you have to be really awkward and say, "No, I'm good."
No.
Why the fuck are you good? And your bag looks like it's on steroids. If you're gonna throw a few in there, like you're going to pay $250 to play a golf course, okay? Drinks are expensive. I think my rule was always, and I don't do this anymore because luckily I can afford drinks now, or I'd like to think I can, but 1 to 3. So if you're going to drink 3 of your own, then you buy one. And at least be inconspicuous about it. Like, don't throw up red flags and look like the cheapest piece of shit on earth.
Love that.
Just like tipping the cart kids we talked about last week. The same thing. Like, there's an etiquette. Just do the right thing.
There were a few guys that outed themselves. It was few. There was a very few cheap bastards that were just like, yeah, well, what are they really doing out there?
Oh.
Like, that just
Guys that have never
annoyed.
worked.
The
Guys
one
that
guy
have
that's
never
like,
worked.
I'll pull the cart up and take the trash out myself. I'm like, that's like walking your dinner plates at a restaurant into the back and washing them in the sink.
It is. It really is.
What do you think that kid's doing there? He's fucking 17 years old. This is all the money he's got in the world. And you're going to stiff him so you can buy a fucking half-o of weed on the way home.
And to add to that, they're probably, if they're young and working outside services, they're probably trying to make it. Like a lot of courses out here in Arizona, a lot of the outside services guys are trying to make it on the mini tours and so forth. So that money goes a long way for them.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Been there.
Otherwise, they're working for chump change. I mean, the tips are everything out there.
It is everything.
Yeah.
So, folks, just to summarize that one, if you're going to sneak some booze on, you better be buying at least a couple from the cart girl and make sure you give her a nice tip.
Yeah. Just don't be an asshole.
Of money.
Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. Not a tip of advice to go into the back and
I thought we were I forgot. You're
same.
still a youngster.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Now
It is.
we've got one more part to
Sicko.
this
Goddamn.
this tee-off report with Buttsy. I want us to go down memory lane.
Here we go.
Okay, and I want you, Buttsy, because the people
This is
you're
gonna suck. I could tell.
you're a guy of the people. Okay, and people have embarrassing moments out on the golf course. I want you to tell us about your most embarrassing moment on the golf course.
Oh God. Junior college regionals, same course that they filmed Tin Cup at. Or no,
Seriously?
close to there. There's Two Back Golf Resort, and then I think it was Rio Rico. It's down close to the border.
That's cool.
I was in one of the last groups. I was playing decent. It was a windy day. I was 1 over, which at that point in my career, like how the place was playing, it was a respectable number. Hit it down 18 in the fairway, thinned it a little bit. At 240 to cover the water, it's a par 5, and I just skull fucked this thing in the front edge of the water. So now the pin's on the left. You can imagine you're going over the lake. Everybody's parents, all the teams. There's probably a couple hundred people behind the 18th green. So I take a drop. So I'm shaking. I can hear my heart beating in my own ears, like through my fucking chest, because I want to fuck this up. But then where I had to drop, it was like not wet enough to take relief, but matted down like hard, like clay mud.
Oh, hate
Tight
that.
Grass.
Yeah.
Still
like
don't know how to play that
Bermuda
shot.
Nestle shit in it.
Tight but
So
soft.
The ball like and kind of rolled a little bit. So anyways, I proceed to do that 4 or 5 times. I dropped that ball because I just fucking chunked every single one of them 4 feet right in front of me into the drink. And I think the last ball, I thinned it over the green. I barely fatted that on, and I 4-putted for like a 14.
Oh,
And now there's sweat pouring down my fat ass face. And I had to walk up, and there's only one way to go around the water. Is you got to walk past everybody. And it was like being at a fucking funeral. I mean, you could hear people when you're walking by, and they think you're out of range, and they're like, "Oh, it's just really fucking tough deal for that guy. I've never seen anything like that. He's got to be." I am. I am. And I got over it. I'm damn near crying, and I'm trying to sign the scorecard, and like, yeah, that was one of the closest times I've ever been to doing suicide.
that's tough.
Yeah, it was close that day.
That's tough. Yeah.
So I get it.
Well, I get it too because, and I didn't want to throw you out on a limb here, and just let you be solo out there.
Thank you.
I've had a very embarrassing moment as well, and as I was thinking about this, I was like, man, I know you'll probably have a great story. I don't have as great of a story. However, the fact that in high school golf, it was so I started late. I started at 13, 14 years old. Got onto the varsity team at 15 and basically just kind of learned how to play from there. When that happened, my very first like tournament, not like a match against another team, you know, it was a full-on tournament. They used to play the BC Open back in the day at this golf course, Enjoy Golf Club in Endicott, New York. And I am on the first tee, and it's a colder day. And sure enough, in upstate New York, my God, I was shaking because I had never felt that kind of pressure. And there's some parents around and everything, and everybody's kind of huddled around that first tee as they announce the kids' names and whatnot. And I just about shat myself because I was full on Michael J. I mean,
Great actor.
I sat there twitching, and I'm just like, oh no. And you knew it before you even took it back. You're like, this is not going to be good.
It feels like this as you take it back.
And my God, I don't know how I did it, but I nipped the very top of the golf ball, and it fell off of the tee and kind of went like 3 feet in front of me.
Just
and
a
I
whiff.
just sat there, and I kind of did one of these. I kind of looked around,
Anybody see that?
hoping that nobody saw, and everybody saw. You should have seen their faces. They like some of these parents were just mortified and mortified
like-
for their kid because their kid not only had to follow that, but then they had to play with me for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
"Oh God,
This is going to be the worst day
this
ever.
kid is just horrendous."
That is-
So,
But then you turn it around, shot 62, and it was the greatest.
no, I probably shot 97.
Oh, that one hurts.
That one was
That's a
not
tough start.
That one was not it. the thing was, like, I had no like official training, nothing like that. Like, I was just a kid who had good enough hand-eye coordination. And when you got under a pressure situation like that, you're like, oh shit, I am not ready for this.
No official training.
None.
I was not officially trained.
Not a tumor.
Now, Brett, we know you probably have never had an embarrassing moment out there.
That's funny.
Do you want to share?
I mean, this is where to start. My biggest number I've ever made on any hole was a 10 on a par 3 in Savannah.
That's the biggest number you've ever had.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
bad.
not bad.
On a par 3.
That's not bad though.
That's big number on
That's
par
a
3.
par 3.
But you haven't done that on like a par 4 or par 5 where you hit a couple out of bounds?
No.
Oh no.
Thought you don't do that
Oh
anymore.
no.
Oh, wow.
That's good. No.
Immense relief.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to
Immediate
handle it.
relief, he says.
Thank God I got the fan on. I almost didn't turn on the fan tonight in
Oh,
the studio.
man. No, I teed it up.
Yeah, blow it around.
It was a par 3 over water, and I hit, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 dead left into the water. I kept aiming further and further right, and I somehow kept hitting it further and further left.
How old were you at this point?
I was on the Corn Ferry Tour.
Okay.
So this was 2021.
An adult.
Yeah.
Grown. No excuse.
You were fully prepared.
Yes.
Tangy.
I think I shot 5 over that day, though. So I brought it
5
back.
over?
I didn't quit. The clubhouse was right there. It was the second hole of the day. Shot 5 over that day.
What would you hit off the tee?
It's a 7-iron.
Question.
God
Have you
dang.
ever just been in a round and you're just like, I'm going to just WD?
Yeah, last year, final stage Q school. I was only there to get my PGA Tour card back, which meant top 5.
Oh, and it was a nasty one, wasn't it,
Yeah,
last year?
it was 40 blowing 40.
Yeah.
And I played the harder of the 2 golf courses first. I looked at my caddy dead square in the face. He goes, dude, whatever you want to do, I'm with it. And I think we were like 8 over through 9 holes. And it wasn't like I was playing bad. I legitimately couldn't get the ball anywhere near the hole within 3 shots.
Yeah, that's one of those days where you just pack it in.
Yeah.
I was never a big WD guy, though.
I packed it in after the round.
No, withdrawing's like
I got some
kind of
shit for
bitch
that.
made.
Yeah.
I got some shit for
it's
that. I think there's a line, though.
There is.
Come on.
No, actually, as you were saying it, I was like, oh, I probably would have done the same thing.
If I had the shanks, I would quit.
I've seen that happen, actually.
Like the real, authentic shanks.
Oh, I would keep it going just for the entertainment factor.
How?
Just
How could
keep
you keep it
shanking
going?
it. Because, especially if there was a crowd, because then you're just sniping people.
kill somebody.
You're just sniping people.
Boom, kneecap. Boom,
So
kneecap.
sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. I got
Here's another glove and
I got
another
some Michael
glove.
J. Fox going on tonight.
I'd
so
be on a
sorry.
ticker, bro. As soon as I saw that third one go, pew, I'd be like, that's 3.
And
That's
we're
3.
out.
Right.
I saw Davis
See you
Love
guys
walk
later.
off the golf course at the RSM the first year I played it. So he's the host.
Yeah.
And it was like 45 degrees. And he's, 50
He's just
something
like,
years
not
old.
me,
He's
not
like,
today.
I'm not going to play. I'm like, that's fair.
Super fair.
He was like, I'm just not playing.
He had no reason to be out there. Yeah.
He didn't care.
Felt like a
I
box
love,
of
I love
rust.
that guy. He's the best. He's one of the best.
He
But
loves you
anyways,
too, is what I heard.
he's a good Christian. So,
He loves you too.
super
That's
nice guy.
FaceTime Bible study. That's sick.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I'm into that.
Anytime you want, bro. We'll pray right here, right now.
2:00. We don't have to do that.
And talking about praying, let's get to the Worldwide Technology Championship. Now, Brent Grant did a phenomenal blog post about this, which is when this comes out. So it'll be up tomorrow. But when this podcast comes out, go to polehookgolf.com, go to our blog page, and you'll see an awesome blog post by Brent. Now, we're going to go over a few things here with the Worldwide Technology Championship preview. Last year's winner, Eric Van Rooyen, and by the way, he shot 27 under.
Who the fuck is that?
Eric Van Rooyen, South African.
South African. He wears the joggers. in
Yeah.
Grayson. You know. He has a stash.
Okay.
You
And-
instantly recognize it.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
guy.
Last year, love that the PGA Tour ran that story with him and his buddy,
Absolutely
his buddy he found out was days away from dying. and went out, won the golf tournament for him.
That's cool.
Had a very emotional deal and everything.
Him and his caddy's best friend. Yeah.
It's all I'm seeing from the PGA Tour right now, though. I feel like they are just beating a dead horse with this thing.
The story.
Is that what's?
It's all they're posting on social media. It's like, dude, come on. Like, I get that, like, that was a huge moment last year and everything, but to keep doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think, and I spoke to a one of the top PGA Tour pros a few days ago in the gym, and his biggest thing out of any of the things that have happened was that the media coverage of these events is just appalling, and it's the number one reason why the perspective of what the PGA Tour.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, love that guy.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Buttsy, you're the media expert. So
I don't know. We talk about this every week. We know it's fucking trash.
Yeah,
but we just like saying it though.
Yeah,
it's nice.
As of this week, it is not improving.
No, it
If
is
you're looking
not.
for an update.
Yeah, it is not.
No, I thought I had it perfect.
Now you're gonna make the mic
what you
stink.
did. Look at what you did.
You keep spitting weird little things on the mic.
We got the minor adjustment
Now
there.
it's in
That's
my
great.
ear, so now I can just talk like this.
Kinda.
Don't do that.
Just turn it. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So Eric Van Rooyen, he won last year 27 under. This is one of those golf courses that was not really meant to be a PGA Tour
No,
golf
they're
course.
building one right down the street that's going to host it next
It
year.
was designed by Tiger Woods, though. El Cardinal at Diamante. Los Cabos. This was one of Tiger's first designs. And what a great resort. Let me see that. What do we got going on? Oh, Jesus. You show him, but you don't show me.
Wait a second for the treat.
No, not again.
Little clay back.
And you guys were giving me shit at the simulator.
I can't. It's a big event.
No, because... Fuck. I can't deal with it.
Sorry, Mr. Editor. This is
not my fault this time. I can't deal with that. Now,
Aromatherapy.
with this, Brent, why don't you give us a little bit, since you wrote up such a great piece, why don't you give us a little bit of background to the Worldwide Golf Technology Championship and take us through it?
Yeah, formerly at, I think it was the Mayakoba, I think, all the way down there. And, where was that?
So that was on the that was the Cancun side down
That's
at
right.
Playa del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen and Mayakoba with the big bunker in the middle of the par 5.
Exactly.
Right? That was the whole
And
deal.
that was stolen by Liv.
That's right, it was.
'Cause it was
I hated
designed
that
by
golf
Greg
course.
Norman.
Hated that golf course, to be honest. But and the resort was like 5 times as expensive as anything else on tour. But anyways, moving forward. Yeah, Diamante, great resort down there on the peninsula, the Baja Peninsula. It's beautiful. The fairway is about 185,000 yards wide. Pure Paspalum.
That's a big fairway.
It's a big fairway.
What
Even
does
you
pure
hit the fairways.
Paspalum mean?
So
Why don't you let the audience
Paspalum
know?
is the one of the only strains of grass. So fucking boring. One of the only strains of grass that's actually saltwater resistant. So
Wow. Didn't know this.
Yeah, it plays kind of sticky, but you can mow the shit out of it, and it looks amazing.
You know what
It
else
looks
is
like carpet.
sticky? A Saskatoon bush. You ever seen one of those?
You really like that place.
Yeah, Saskatoon.
I think
to
that
the
should be
peeps
the
out in
counter.
Saskatoon.
That's 4 times.
This is
now.
for you. Shout
Did you
out.
say a Saskatoon bush?
Yeah.
That's sticky.
Yeah.
Is it because it's like icy or like what's the?
Don't know, man.
Okay, interesting. You would bring it up and then not explain it.
So back to you.
Yeah, back,
You were talking
back
about
to you
your
with that Paspalum grass.
experience with
super.
the seafaring turf.
That's pretty good. Anyways, it's Tiger built that place to the seafaring turf. It's like Seaman Power. Is he playing?
Dude,
If he's playing, that's going to be fantastic. Seaman Power on the seafaring turf on the Paspalum Sea, salt by the seashore, seashells.
You're the captain now.
Here we go. This is so fucking bad.
Keep going.
Moving on. Fairway's
doing
very
great. You're
wide.
doing
Green's
great.
very large. Almost every green has a massive bowl in it. So Tiger basically built it to where you can come from any part of the fairway and get it pretty close to the hole locations. The par 3s are very easy.
Okay.
There's one hard driving hole. I think it's like the 12th to 13th hole. And that's like a 3-wood wedge. Other than that, a great example of how wide the fairways are. Adam Long hit 69 fairways in a row.
69 fairways in a row.
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
actually.
it began.
And he missed one of the easiest ones, right?
Yeah, that's so the rumor is.
I do
yeah.
remember
I think
this.
he hit
that a
the
record?
hardest one. Yeah, it was the record. He hit the hardest one and then immediately followed it up with missing the 69th, 70th fairway by making it.
What was the
69.
black guy with the broken arm that
Chubbs
Chubbs.
Peterson.
good old Chubbs? He
No,
lost
that guy
a
was
hand.
missing
too.
a hand.
Yeah. Wrong black guy. No, it was the guy.
Tiger?
No, there was a guy. He's the most accurate driver in PGA Tour history.
Oh, Charlie Sifford?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Good-
He broke
good
his
recall.
arm, but because of how he broke
Yeah.
his arm, it always stayed bent.
It's just
so
perfect.
Yeah.
Alignment.
Perfect impact position.
I heard Steve Stricker locked himself in a Wisconsin hitting bay with a cast on, and that's how he got the
Got that move that he's got,
Honestly.
that little
Wow.
robot
It's
turn.
pretty incredible.
Now, talking about that, Tim Clark, he has a thing to where he can't
move his hands
rotate
past this.
Yeah.
He can't do this.
So he just
do
takes
that.
it back and through, and it's always square.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
You think there's anything I could do, like
I already told you.
elective surgery?
No, I already told
Where
you.
I could maybe get like a bone fused or
Oh,
something?
that's a good idea.
Where you can't do that?
Yeah, I already told you.
Imagine trying to start a car.
Take a bone from your ankle, fuse it into your wrist and hand so it never bends.
We're slowly losing
metamorphosis right here.
Actually, we're gaining a few viewers,
it
to
was
be honest
a
about
Rubber
it.
baby buggy bumpers. That's what it'd be.
Oh, man.
Super compelling stuff.
Big time.
I mean, this is what happens when you're in silly season of the PGA Tour. Let's be
this
honest
silly
about
season?
it. This is silly season.
You haven't called it that before.
Still playing for
That's
$1.4
good.
million though.
It ain't silly season.
It got real serious after I heard that.
Fuck you mean silly?
They still playing for a lot of money.
Let's go over some of the betting odds. What do you think?
Are we moving?
Sure.
Okay.
No, I didn't know if you had more.
No, I don't.
Oh, you sure? You're done?
I think so.
The past Pelham grass?
We got the grass,
I honestly
fairways,
didn't know.
fairway record, and
It is probably the best
money.
resort all year, though.
is it?
Yeah, Diamante's incredible.
How's the food?
Diamante is.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
good steak.
They are building a course. Oh, the best sushi too.
They
They're
serve
building
it to
a
you
course
raw like you like it.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Tiger's course up about 5 miles away on the resort. It's like 7,400 yards.
That's
It's
gonna be the
a
new
big
one.
beast. He's building it specifically to host the event, so it will be a hard golf course, which is exciting. Apparently, all Zoysia for the grass freaks. out there.
Zoysia.
In
Love
Mexico way.
that. Love that. Betting odds.
Okay.
Guess who? So you guys haven't seen this
Nope.
because I didn't share this with you.
Nope.
Who do you think is the betting favorite this week?
Fuck.
Scotty Scheffler playing?
No.
Well, not that guy.
Ricky Fowler.
No.
Close.
He's up there though, huh?
No, he's not. I was looking for his name in the
betting
mix.
favorite?
It's not in there.
Roberto Diaz.
No.
Brian Harmon.
No.
Kevin Streelman.
No.
Jim Furyk.
Eric Cole.
No.
Jake Knapp.
Garrett Cole.
No.
Pitcher for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Bryce Garrett.
No.
Your mama.
Max Grazerman, guys. We talked about him the other week.
Yeah.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on.
Jeez.
Max
But you wouldn't know
Grazerman.
that because he's not covered at all in any of the media.
He's
It's
a Timu
valid.
Rory with Tiger's hair.
He's the Timu Rory.
yeah.
That's
Tiger's hair.
fantastic.
He has Tiger's hair.
He does.
That little,
He does.
that little fucking
He
thing.
does.
He needs somebody to line him up.
He's
like
got to
that.
go over. Where you go for that turkey for the hair replacement
Oh,
shit?
it's like moss on a rock.
Columbia.
Now,
Grasping at
you know
straws.
who's playing? That was surprising. Cam Young is playing.
Is the resort.
Yeah. That's what you think. That's
Yeah.
why.
Plus the guy that
It's like
owns,
it's a good time.
owns it is a massive guy in Vegas, and he's got pull.
Cam Young is at plus 1,800. Max Grazerman, by the way, was at plus 1,600.
Good for him.
We got Dougie Gim and Matty Schmid plus 2,200. Harris English and Bo Hostler plus 2,500.
Interesting.
Harry Hall, Mav McNeely, Ben Griffin plus 2,800. Here's your boy Buttsy, JJ Spawn, Lucas Glover and Keith Mitchell, good old Cashmere Keith
Look
at
out
plus
for Harry
3,000.
Hall. Look out for Harry Hall.
Jonathan Vegas, Johnny Vegas. Sam Stevens at plus 3,300. And then you got last year's winner, Eric Van Rooyen, Taylor Moore, Matt Kuchar, and Tom Hoagie at plus 3,500.
So the guy that won the tournament is basically the least favorite.
Oh, it's
He's not coming in
not
playing
trending
great.
right
Yeah,
now,
he's
yeah.
not trending in a great direction, but you know, you won there
golf,
last year. He's probably going to play pretty well.
Yeah, because like even my dumb ass, there are courses that
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. I'm
100%.
probably going to play pretty good there.
Plus, the issue is like the emotional side of that, right? I mean, if you've got an extra reason to just be like, I'm going to immerse myself in this moment. I mean, the fact that I won for my exactly.
You know whose game is trending right now after putting in a lot of work? Brent Grant. Brent Grant's game
Oh,
is
man. I
trending.
Just
would
need a
agree.
little bit of practice, folks.
Dude, I tell you what, look good out there today. Look good.
Every shot, center of the face.
Yeah, and it was smooth too.
Laser darts.
Well, remember him trying to tell me, you know what he told me as an advice yesterday? Fucking he told me to be smooth. Motherfucker's smooth now.
Yeah, ball more control of the face.
Yeah,
and
he's
the
actually
thing,
it
the
looks
spin.
it looks really fucking good.
Glad I was working.
Yeah, that was just a little shout out. Now, pull hook picks. Let's start with Buttsy. Who you got this week?
Oh, I think it's his turn. Little Bo Hostler.
Oh wow, I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna go JJ Spawn.
I'd like
That's
JJ,
interesting.
but I think Bo has just been knocking on it for quite some time.
Okay.
Got to be long out there though.
Brent Grant, who do you got?
Who else is in the field? You give me notables.
I didn't
I
actually
read the
grab
blog
any of the
post,
notables.
but I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember
Writing.
who else is
I
playing.
went down the field list and there were virtually none. So that's not to say there aren't notables in the field. I just didn't remember. Honestly, Harry Hall played fine there last year. He's a sneaky guy. It's a putting contest. He's a really, really fantastic putter. I'd love to see Harry Hall get it done. I love that guy. Vegas guy. Big Vegas guy.
English guy too.
Very
Yeah.
English.
Where's the Peaky Blinders hat?
Yes,
It's
he
very
does.
nice.
Yes,
Oh,
he
that's
does.
right.
Yeah.
Our, it would be amazing to see like a Bryson play that golf course. I know he never will, but it would be.
It's a good question.
It would be
Never
incredible.
say never. Could happen.
Well, they're moving it though. That's the thing.
Oh,
So it
He
just
could. I mean, with his length,
it is.
I feel like he could
unbelievable.
just dominate.
On the
yeah.
first hole, he would hit it 450.
and he's a
yards.
good putter. Like that's you got to make a shit
Yes.
ton of putts out
Yes,
there.
yeah, absolutely.
Which is why I'm looking at this list and I'm like, man, you know, Cooch almost won it last year, except
did?
he hammer fisted himself down by the weeds and just kept.
didn't see that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
not-
bad. He was not happy.
good.
I don't
Not
think.
good.
I don't think. I think the entire
Gross.
country of Mexico might have been rooting against him at that point.
Oh, because of what he did to that poor man.
He does love Mexico. He loves Mexico, but the Mexicans do not love him back.
I know more.
I'm gonna go with a guy that I just had a gut feeling on like a few weeks back.
Tiger Woods.
No, I'm going back to Lucas Glover.
Ooh,
I like Glover this week.
interesting.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
The draw works
Great,
out there.
great iron player, and I just feel like if he's stroking that long fucking putter, so
Worked on that today too.
Stroking the long putter.
No, just putting.
no. But Lucas is stroking the long
He,
putter.
that draw fits that place real well. So,
Tighty for it.
oh god, it's so good.
So I'm thinking that's it.
Seafaring grass.
You
Is
guys ready?
Seamus Power playing?
You know, I didn't see Seaman Power on there.
Seamus by the seashore picking up seashells.
Good old Seamus.
Damn it.
I hope I meet him soon.
He's a really nice guy, but he's a large human being.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Big boy.
I just hope he doesn't punch me in the face when I first meet him, you know?
I don't think you have to. You might just like
Sounds like you
the
might
Irish
do something
accent
else
might
to your
distract you a
face.
little bit.
No,
What
me,
you been
me
talking
I'm
about?
I'm part Irish. I love the Irish people. Love the Seaman Power just like him. It's great. You know what's great about
Should've
when
been
you
able to
move
do
that?
with this shit.
I get smoked in my arm when you move that.
I know.
Stabbed him right in the, right,
The
right
studio,
in the
the
artery.
studio gets
It's actually like
tight.
a good little like
yeah.
Morse code. Like if it's some dumb shit is
Yeah, just if I start just acting out, just start tapping me with that thing.
just seeing Jay out of my corner of my eye. I don't know if he's saying.
He's like,
Turn that towards your face.
exactly.
Air traffic control.
Now, let's
Fantastic
get
stuff.
into. Actually, let's take a moment for our sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay. Seriously, like the Black Swan stuff. I mean,
It's unreal.
it's really solid. I mean, I love the fact that 3 days in a row you just absolutely brought the heat.
Yeah.
With,
Oh, you missed it today.
oh
If I had
my
a
gosh.
boat, that's what I would
It's
name
like
it.
this color
heat.
blue with cream. It's a hoodie. It's like one of those nice.
But again, it's not like a hoodie that like you
No.
feel like super thick. It's a really good golf hoodie.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's
There's
money.
not a lot of companies where you can wear it on and off the golf course and not feel weird.
Agreed. I fully agree. Which leads us right into our Swanee style segment here, folks. What annoys you the most with golf clothing? Let's start with Brent.
Joggers.
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 So you get annoyed with the jogger.
Yeah, I think it's wholeheartedly unprofessional. but as I outlined, at a public golf course,
You
where
can
it
wear
doesn't
anything.
matter as long as it's not jeans. I don't care.
I like the joggers, but here's the reason why. Because if you rock the joggers with like Jordan 4s, looks good.
Depends on how much ankle you can see.
Think about, well, that's the thing. If you take it down into the shoe,
Think about the type of person that is wearing joggers.
Eric Van Rooyen, we got, what's his name?
Little legs.
People with fucking bitch legs.
The little
I
legs.
love joggers. They just look like
Little legs and weird
Lululemons on me.
looking cankles.
It's a good point. But
You gotta have calves like Matt Cook. You should see these calves. They're just meaty.
the calves are beefy.
You wouldn't be able to wear them. They wouldn't get over your calf.
I've worn joggers.
I don't.
I don't think they look great on me,
I think you should just show them off.
but I can pull it off.
Yeah, well, of course.
They're for a longer, lower frame for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric Cole has to wear them because he's 4'4".
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
with you.
little boy.
He's little, but
That's
man,
a
he
little
can
boy.
flat out fucking play.
No, who's the
4'4"?
other one that made the hole in one at
That's
Phoenix
That's a handy
2 years ago?
You could park at the front.
Yeah, Dick Ryder. Oh, Sam Ryder.
Sam Ryder. There you go. Wow.
Sorry, what?
Wow.
Sorry, that's an inside joke on the tour, guys. Sorry.
Dick Wright.
Dick Ryder.
Sam Ryder, nice guy. I love that guy. Just giving you some shit. Sam.
Holy shucks.
He's not going to hear this anyways.
What about you, Buttsy? What annoys you about golf clothing?
Joggers.
Like the shoe with FootJoy, Greenjoy, that, and tube socks.
Wait, what?
Tube
really?
socks.
I think
man.
tube socks are just.
So are
Can't
they
do
are they like the jogger in that you got to have the right frame and build?
You gotta have the right narrow foot.
No, I think these. Like,
can't go
just
wide
Trying
with
to.
That's true. You can't be like super.
You could
clown
probably
foot either.
correlate the guy that wears the tube sock out there with like a lot of areas of life and how he lives it. Pretty
Interesting.
Probably. I would
Explain.
think.
Is he
Two
ready for a
examples.
flood, you think?
It's just like
Probably not.
probably a hipster. Probably leans that way. Probably doesn't tip well.
Okay, interesting.
Probably has a communal approach to most things.
Or he's 85
in the
years
public
old.
domain.
Are we building an avatar of a person we just can't stand?
We can if you want to start from the
No,
top and
'cause,
go to
like,
the bottom. That's fine.
That's
joggers.
it. That says it all.
Tube
Tube
socks.
socks.
So what age do you think? Because there's an age thing where tube socks are kind of like a normal thing.
If you roll up to the course and you're 51 and you're a dad and you got a family of 6 and you
Tube socks
took
and
off
New
Air
Balance?
Monarchs to put on,
Ooh, yeah, baby. Come
I
on.
still think you take the fucking socks off.
Yeah,
Put on a
yeah.
cool golf sock, like show off what
always
God gave
always
you.
bring an extra pair of socks.
You would look really stupid in tube socks.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
should
you
wear
really
one.
would.
That
You
is
should
the
wear
fucking
one.
piss me off.
I will. Don't worry.
Especially the ones
But
with like
we're
the
always
colors.
on the same team, so I don't want to do that to you.
Especially the ones with the colors on the top. You know, like a green or yellow, like old school.
stripes?
Yeah.
The only thing I could see is like it might be nice to keep shit off your legs like while you're playing.
I'm going to
Yeah,
say
deep
this.
Florida in the
I
South.
think if
Yeah,
you are above the age of 55, you have every right to wear those socks.
But you got to match them with the New Balance.
Because they are like a grandpa type of look.
I love how
you might need 'em
55 is
for-
grandpa.
You might be wearing those for
Not
blood.
that
return.
far away.
It might be a circulation thing at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get a tick, you know?
Yeah,
If
for
you're
sure.
that old, you don't really want Lyme
Yeah,
disease.
you don't want Lyme disease at that
Yeah,
age.
it sucks.
No.
But is there like what height are you talking about? Like mid calf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's some people that could pull that off though.
That's fine. That's
Just
fine.
saying, like,
You
but
got
like,
Vans on. That's a good look.
yeah, and you got jeans on though.
And
Poor,
jeans,
poor,
like-
poor Jordan, our audio engineer, is like, are they describing me right now?
I mean, like it's professional to wear high socks with pants.
As long as you don't have a pinky ring on, too. Okay.
No,
he's
just
good.
a massive gold Rolex.
No,
though.
unless it is a mafia pinky
I
ring.
was like, is Bam Margera fucking doing this, dude? What's going on?
The Vans,
shout out.
I've
You gotta
always
talk to
been a
my
big fan
guy.
of the Vans. Always been a big fan.
Hey, fucking
Yeah, forget about it.
I'm going to say this. For my most annoying thing with golf clothing are golf clothes that are too tight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not a, and I think you
I was
were-
gonna say-
you ripped Brent a little bit.
Butsy's that's a permanent outfit for him because of his
but-
size.
No, I mean,
wear
you
baggy
know,
enough
yeah.
clothes.
I'm talking about the guys that like their thighs
Oh.
are literally their pants.
Remember
are
when you
so
first came
tight.
out?
I've been there.
Yeah. No, it was a look for a
Yes,
while, right?
it was.
Like skinny jeans and all that stuff for guys. Guys,
Never did that.
Never do that.
No, never
Like,
did that.
You
Just
could
don't
see this
do it.
guy's nut hair. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Not
so
good.
Tight
tight.
pants
Not
on the
good.
golf course when you've got the physique is a little different.
God, the physique. You look like
I had the
fucking-
ass. I
Like
don't
the
know what
Blue
you're talking
Man
about.
Group. Like, you're going to do some tumbling.
Hey, when you got it, you got to show it
Cirque
off.
du Soleil out here, swinging a golf club.
Adidas loved it.
Go run up a plastic tree and
Listen, I'll be the first one to admit
What do they call that?
I've done it too, to where like I've worn stuff too tight and I've been out there and I'm like, this is too tight. This is just too
What's the
tight.
dance that people are doing? Interpretive dance.
Oh,
Those are
God.
interpretive
There we
dancing
go.
clothes.
Is that
Wow.
what you- really? Spandex, basically?
You're a cultured man. You know
I am.
what?
I've-
Seal?
I've been to
His
some
recall
things.
is fantastic tonight.
That's what autism gives me. Count cards.
Oh, that count cards. Count
Oh,
cards. Count
shit.
cards.
Pick up my water for me.
We'll do it together.
Can't reach.
All right, this is the part of the show that I
Let's take a
think.
moment for our sponsors.
No, I think this is where we get into the PGA Tour PIF merger updates.
Okay. Let's set some. I just want one question.
Okay.
I need one question answered. How far are we taking this?
As far as you want to go.
All right. You sure?
Listen, as far as you. Oh dear God.
Go on.
What do they call that? ASMR? Is that
Yeah,
like the
that's
audio?
so bad, though.
Something.
You gotta swallow and let it like get up and.
God, that's special.
All right. So everybody heard that. He said, "As far as I want to take it."
Yeah, I mean, if you've got questions, feel free. Now, because I spent a lot of time yesterday making phone calls, talking with people, and getting to the bottom of all of this. First off, there was a new report that came out by the Sun in the UK. Okay,
SUN?
The Sun.
Oh, yes.
The
SUN.
Sun. SUN.
Is it a bona fide newspaper?
Apparently,
Media outlet.
right? Apparently.
I'm not from there, so.
So I'm not super familiar with the Sun, but it was credible enough to get enough traction where they said that a deal had finally gone through. Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods saved the day for professional golf.
Of course.
And all of this, but the details that they reported, right? This is finally going to go through. PIF will become an 11% owner of PGA Tour Enterprises. They're going to get 2 spots on the board, which includes the chairman's spot. That's as high up on the,
board
as
of
you
the
can get.
PGA Tour Enterprises. Okay, so not the PGA Tour Policy Board.
No, they're not
Interesting.
going to have anything around that.
truck's not getting towed
And
around.
then it is a $1.5 billion investment by PIF, and Live Golf will be under the PGA Tour's umbrella.
Okay.
So,
We're doing a little checkup here on the parking situation. I heard some shit out there.
oh, you're good.
We're okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Sorry, I legitimately did not hear a word you said.
Okay, that's all right.
I'm so locked into what Matt's having.
Jay did. No, I am too. I'm
So-
trying to do both.
This was the report by the Sun.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you recall because you were on the podcast back, but like during the PGA Championship,
Yeah.
And we were talking about it this year.
Okay.
And the guys were like super giddy and happy and everything because and everybody was like, oh, they've basically got a deal in place.
Right.
And all these guys are thrilled because Liv was going to be under the PGA Tour banner and everything. This is the exact same deal that they're reporting now that was
In July.
technically in July. So all the other minor details that are the sticking points, including the U.S. government's role in all of this, still is the reason why this isn't going through. So they jumped the gun. I believe Sports Illustrated was one and another group as well came out and said that this is a little premature, that this isn't officially. They talked to their sources. I've talked to mine. Everybody kind of has said the same thing, that the biggest two factors right now is the U.S. government still. They want to see who ends up becoming, you know who, in place in order for this to potentially go through.
Oh, yeah, that.
And then
Yeah, yeah.
on top of
Big
that,
tourney.
Yeah, huge.
the basketball game.
That's a good game.
And
Huge.
so that basketball game is crazy.
It's crazy.
We're doing that so that we don't have to have some type of certificate, which is great.
Well, yeah. I mean, my only question, I guess, really is what does this mean for any of the changes that have been announced for 2026? Because
like
I
elevated
spoke
series
to,
events and
yeah,
shit like that?
I mean, I spoke to said player, and who is in the top, percentage of players, one of the best in the world, and he essentially said there is one guy on the policy board that actually wants a meritocracy, that a full on, if you're the top whatever number of player at that moment, you keep your card. And then everybody else has to go down to PGA Tour B. And yeah, absolutely. And he believed that as well. And this is not a guy, by the way, that came right out of college and was dominating the world.
No,
and
it's
like
Peter
that.
Malnati.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody knows who it is.
No.
Out with
It's not. It's not. It's Cantlay, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's Cantlay that believes.
I
not
wonder
the
how
person
big.
I spoke to.
I
by
do
the way.
wonder how big of a
you feel
voice
the tension
Malnati
in
has
the
in that
air
room, which it probably isn't big.
From what I understand, Webb and Malnati both have been basically co-opted into doing whatever they need them to do. That's why they were able to get the majority, 6 versus 4, and all that other stuff. But again, I just, the only thing I would ask of
Kind of electric right there.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. It was
Yeah.
a crazy turnaround. It was something that happened within a matter of weeks. And then you saw I think Jimmy Dunn retired, or not retired, resigned. And then there was one right before that as well. Pretty major hitter that decided to resign. But Dunn's specific comments were because they have that extra seat. Basically, my vote doesn't matter, and they're not listening. They're not listening to us anymore. Is essentially what he said, and the player that I spoke to echoed the same sentiments, that basically Rory, Tiger, and a couple of the other players outside of Patrick Cantlay were operating in their own self-interest. And I understand. You play a game for a living. You're trying to make as much money for yourself. I get it. But surprisingly, Cantlay was the guy that, in my view, based on what he said and when I've talked to other people, is the most trustworthy. He said, hey, it's going to be 100 guys. You're all going to be pampered. You're all going to be taken care of. And if you're 101, even if you're so-and-so, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, sorry. That would be amazing if they did that.
Here's one of the things that is interesting from that, right? That it's 100 players still. And I kind of wondered, all right, are they going to expand once the live guys come back, right? And that's not the case as to what I'm hearing, because that was one of the questions that I had. I'm like, all right, did they make this move so that they could bring those guys back and bring back 25 of the best guys so that they have enough slots and everything? They're like, no, that's not why that happened. Essentially, live is going to live on for 2025. Okay. So 2025, live is going to be its own entity. It's not going to be until 2026 that they actually make any changes between the two tours.
We got that's a long that's a lot. That's a long time to wait.
Did they
26
look at is that because they're specifically looking at that list of guys and saying, okay, well, this person gave up their complete membership? I mean, there were a few guys that did that. There are guys that are former major winners that have not sniffed a top 5 on the Live Tour in 2 or 3 years. There's former tour winners that have not played well. And there's really only a couple of guys, a Bryson or a Brooks, that have obviously competed and won. Brooks Reed. But I mean, it's going to be the weirdest thing ever. And I don't see how it breaks down any other way than to just say it's going to be the top 50, 60 guys, and then the next tour and the next tour after that, and then everybody else can just go fuck themselves.
How do they reintegrate?
That's the million-dollar question.
Great question.
And especially after making these changes, it's like we were talking about the fact that you're shrinking the game, right? And you're pushing guys onto the Corn Ferry Tour. Well, guess what? If you reintegrate, let's call it 25 more guys.
Or even 10% of that is still.
But there could always be an amendment, right? To something like that, to where it's like, okay, under these circumstances, we need to actually expand it back to 125, go back to that so that we can bring back in these live guys. But part of the reason why live is going to exist, and I don't know if it's ever going to go away, is because of the standpoint that from an antitrust standpoint, you're looking at it that these guys were given equity in these teams, and that was part of their deal of going over to live. So are they just going to all of a sudden say, yeah, fuck it, that 25% ownership in my franchise doesn't mean anything. It's a zero because we're going to go and it's all over. So that's why I don't think, in my opinion, just from a business standpoint, that they can get away with getting rid of live. And I think it's going to actually be a couple years until it does. But again, a lot of this is dictated on the fact that they can get this through the U.S. government. And that's still the sticking point. Of course, they love to say that it's also the penalties that players would have to pay and that live guys don't want to pay it. And the PGA Tour guys don't want to have, or are forcing them to pay. Like all of that is just smoke screens. So they have everything in detail. I think they're just waiting around to see what happens tonight in the basketball game.
See, that's the interesting part, is that this has been around, for a while, and obviously it's controversial on many levels. But I guess my question would be, because the PGA Tour has made no less than a half dozen decisions that are multi. I mean, basically at this point, it's over $1 billion that has been moved around to suit them because of the live issue. But like a TGL, what happens with that? What happens with the fact that they basically are going to take 50 guys that are some of the best players in the world, and where are they going to go? And what kind of investment? That's why I was hitting you, by the way, not because you were on your phone. I was hitting you because I'm excited.
I actually thought he was reprimanding.
No, I wouldn't dare doing that. Wouldn't dare doing that. My hand hurts.
It really appeared as though he was like, "Put away your fucking phone."
Knock that off.
No. Super pumped for the basketball game so far. But no, and then I don't know. I mean, Matt, did anybody that you spoke to allude to the money and where it's gone, and the fact that a for-profit organization apparently owns a non-for-profit?
We got a problem with people commenting, I think. Is that something? You can't post comments to some destinations? Are people not commenting tonight? I just find that really hard to believe.
No, we can't post comments. So, I mean, nobody's commented since Brian Shane. So this is.
I just think that's just really off brand.
They might be tuning into something else.
That's possible. There's 860 people though.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be my question is for any of the people that are even remotely educated in accounting and the laws behind that. What does that look like for a 501c6 all of a sudden being able to create
that actually is interesting.
Thing?
No, I think there's an issue with the comments.
Yeah. That's
there's
what I
not like
noticed.
a multiple bars anymore.
Yeah.
There's
No,
enough
it actually
people that
seems like
would
our
at least be saying what's up. Or whatever.
our streaming service seems to not be working with the comments right now. So
We are live, right?
apologize. Oh yeah, we're live.
We can go to we can go to a different link on YouTube and still stream this, and then the comments on YouTube should come up, right?
That's too complicated.
Okay. Well, no, I guess the YouTube comments usually come up there. But that would be my question. Like, what are the legal implications with basically them moving around billions of dollars and having no? Oh boy, that was
Well, it's always been super surprising that, and I actually have no idea. Like, my business knowledge goes to an extent to where I do not understand how you take a for-profit enterprise and you have a non-for-profit underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how that works.
Me neither. And even if that's totally legal, and I'm sure on some level it is, there's also been hundreds of millions of dollars that have been spent out of nowhere.
Real quick, can we just data log that timestamp right there? Because I just threw up in my mouth and swallowed it. And I'd really like to go back and see if I was able to maintain it. Shitload of comments.
Holy shit!
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of good though. It's
Actually,
kept us
I can
on-
bring it
track.
up on here. Hang on one sec.
So it is on YouTube. Was that right?
Yeah.
Sick. I'm
Well,
not an idiot.
and then
No, you were
on
amazing.
Twitter too, we can't see the Twitter comments either,
dang.
which stinks.
It's
but
kept us on track really good though. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the people that are still watching, even though the comments don't post.
You got two eyes. You can watch.
I think they just thought we were ignoring them for a while.
We're not.
I apologize.
We're not. Usually
We are
we
not
do answer
ignoring you
comments.
guys. Oh, Trot Golfer's on here. Holy
Trotty.
shit.
Truck off, my man.
Wow, look at that. Trot's on here.
Kyle Mays, our guy, Car Park guys. Shout out.
Okay, I'm just going back through some of the comments, and one caught my eye.
Buttsy, you look
Why did I
fantastic
fucking say
tonight.
anything?
Trot Golfer said, it's a stripper that can't commit. You know what he's referring
Oh
to.
no. Oh no.
No, that's right over my
That's
head.
that's
The cart girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Trot Golfer also, let's see.
That's tough.
Brian Shane said, I just have my wife dress up in a cart girl type outfit and go from there.
You should just build her like a cardboard cart that you can like fold out in your closet, do a little role play where she drives up to the bed, sees if you need anything.
Dude, some of these are great. I cannot believe that we
my
missed
last
out on
round.
all of these. This stinks. You
won't be
guys had
back
some
around
great
again.
comments.
I'm a little
That's why I should have said nothing because we've been right on track.
Facebook profiles, YouTube's all good. What the hell?
Yeah, we're good. I think there's just there's a glitch with our streaming platform.
It's that butt cream berry.
Oh,
it
Calvin Pete
Calvin Pete. Thank you.
was,
I thought Sifford was the straighter. No, Calvin Pete.
Calvin Pete was the guy. Trot.
Charlie could strike
Calvin
it. though.
Pete there to play it straight the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Brother Calvin.
C Weezy Sports says the winner's going to be Cam Young this week.
Nope.
Trot Golfer says it's Mavs week.
Nope.
Oh,
Trot
boy.
Golfer, I
Love
saw
both
that
those
you guys
guys.
are doing a hell of a taco night. A hell of a deal over there at the Brook.
Oh, Trotta is asking, anchoring party this Thursday. Brent, you hanging out for the Phoenix Country Club Open?
No, I texted Jerry Kelly. He said there are too many people in town, and I got disinvited.
An anchoring party.
I'm not on tour anymore, and that seems to affect people's.
Wow.
I'm gonna make
Inviting
Trot a
everybody.
shirt that's got Long Hard Banger's face on it, and then just
He already has.
a big sea anchor around his head.
He already has. He's got it. He's ready.
Oh, man.
I do love that golf club though, and shout out to Jerry Kelly. He's the man.
This
You
is
love Jerry
great.
Jerry Kelly and I go way back. He's actually the guy that literally texted me in all caps. I can't believe you fucking withdrew. After I withdrew last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
He wasn't a fan of yours after
Wasn't a
that.
fan.
Definitely
No,
knows Jerry
Still a
Kelly.
fan, just not of that move.
Are you flexing Jerry right now? A little bit.
Jerry Kelly's the man.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
It didn't
out.
sound that way.
Did it? I don't know. I've lost
Oh,
all
man.
sense of what's happening.
So, folks, we can just see the comments on YouTube on my device right here, this little iPad.
Can you?
We
can
can't
you
see it on our
type
screen, but
Can you, like, if you see a comment that you like, can you type it
Oh, it sucks because we can't pull them up either.
It won't put it on the screen.
You know what's weird too is when we hit the live stream and it kind of stalled out there as well. Like some glitch happened. It's a bummer. And that was Brent's water, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
No.
My water right here.
Wow. You
Oh,
brought
we got
two
same
waters.
water.
No. He brought the same
This is
water.
my water. I would never do that.
Oh, dying.
This is my drink. These fucking
Oh, man.
Dead air.
Trot said that he is wearing the shirt, Buttsy, and he's got a shirt for you. Trot, do you have a shirt for me, goddammit?
Nope.
Pissed.
He may need a tattoo at this point.
So when did that start? I mean, because there have been rumors
get
that
him
those
going.
guys.
Oh,
Shit,
man.
I mean, come on.
Trot's been on this for years.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been on. I've been on it for years.
He really has.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah. What else we got, guys?
So is it because he's won literally every tournament ever?
Did
on the
I answer
Champions Tour?
enough around the PIF
Well,
deal?
I think at this
Brent
point,
was starting to get into some pretty heavy legal
Yeah.
conduct.
I'm like,
Got a 501c14. What happens when this money's moved around?
well, that's what it is.
Buttsy starts going,
But
I
there's
think
gotta be
there's
a way."
something wrong with the comments.
Yeah.
That's Brent is getting
Look what
into
happened.
it.
I'm trying to understand how Brian Shane got to comment once and then that was it.
He's a hacker.
It was shocking.
Codes.
Shocking.
Probably codes.
Probably. Not until AI comes out. Fool.
Oh, you know what else is great? Trot Golfer mentioned this early on in the episode.
Arizona weather in November.
So, did you see his social media post of the guy stealing the Swannies gear out of the golf shop?
What?
His golf shop?
What? Trot golf.
So they have a guy on the security cam, and they caught him, and they called him up. They had him pay for it with his credit card.
Fantastic.
But he stole Swannies is so good that he stole the Swannies gear
Listen,
and
He had to
stuck
have
it
it.
into his pants.
that's
Yeah.
fantastic. Well done. Well done. Well done in the golf shop. That.
Yeah,
what would
good
golf
catch.
shop Dan think
Good
about
catch.
that?
Oh,
What would
man.
Golf Shop Dan
We
think
gotta
about
bring
that?
him back.
I think we should bring him out right here, right now.
Yeah, I
You
think.
can't
What do you
really
think?
do
You want to
that.
go get him?
It's a-
He's sitting
it's-
out there.
It's a filter.
He's sitting right there.
I know what you're saying. You want me to go do that right now? But I got about 8 more minutes left in me here. Bud.
Perfect. That's all Dan needs.
Yeah. I really did throw up in my own mouth and then re-ate it.
That's not good.
No,
You hate to see it.
burns.
That is awful. It's
Yeah.
like my son last night. That's exactly what happened.
People
yeah.
want Golf Shop Dan back.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody.
Now, question is,
What should Golf Shop Dan address initially?
Everything?
for his return.
I'm going to put together some ideas for you,
Okay.
and
Golf Shop,
you
this
can
is
let me
Dan.
know if you like any of them.
If Dan sends us a video, can we dub it into
Yes.
the show?
So I was just thinking, not only that, but it would be great.
Wow.
Maybe this is a next year thing, but I'm just going to allude to it now. We can have a phone on here, and we can actually call people, and we can take calls.
Oh God, that would be.
I love that.
So I'm wondering
Who
if
are they
we
gonna be
could.
calling?
I'm wondering if. Well, number one, I
We should call golf courses
obviously
in China
that's what I'm thinking.
and then put a Chinese food restaurant here on the phone.
Welcome to
with the
Sheedy
golf
Walk. Let me
shop
take
guy.
your order, please.
Yeah. Just sit there and let them fight. Fuck, can you imagine?
Domino's and Papa John's,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they would just call in to hear you do Golf Shop Dan. That's gonna be 99% of people.
I love the idea of taking some audience calls, though.
Absolutely,
fantastic.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Trot
yeah.
Golf definitely getting the first call.
We've got that potential for sure.
Okay.
I think we should
Don't
do that next
surprise them yet. Like,
Yeah.
Don't surprise them yet.
next year's not that far away.
Nope. It's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
These lights are like what a NASCAR driver sees. When they
Really?
look to their left. Yeah.
Shake and bake, baby.
You know, like the nets in the window. Racing.
7,000 RPM. Go like hell. Great movie. Anyways, what else you got, Matty?
That's it.
That's it. That is all you have.
Light show tonight. Light
Good
show.
show.
That
Night.
was very
Light
light.
show.
I mean, borderline. Just scarce.
I think it was a good show.
I do too.
almost
Let's
a good
ask
show.
the audience. Audience, what do you think? Was it a good show?
He's speaking directly to you in the iPad.
The way this basketball game's going, too, it might be a great show.
Probably not. Well, it's a little early.
But it is
A little early.
we haven't quite got to the second
Midnight on the
half
West
yet.
Coast or the East Coast, no?
No, it's not. It's 10 o'clock.
Is it 2 hours?
Yeah, it's 2
2
hours.
hours.
I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
It's not 4.
I told you I'm not smart. I'm not a smart man, but I know how to play golf.
That is accurate.
True. That's very true.
So yeah, we'll end this episode with the fact that our man over here, Mr. Brent Gray, is trending in the right direction.
But we got the Q School coming up when?
1 month. 1
Everybody
month from
stay
today.
tuned.
From today.
You can go look at the results for that. Where are you at?
Valencia Country Club in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh, I died.
It's gonna be nice.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Second stage.
Are you
go.
allowed to have spectators out there?
Yes.
Wow.
And funny enough, you're actually allowed to have them at the Corn Ferry Tour events, although nobody knew that. Because nobody shows up.
Nobody goes.
Nobody knows.
The LeCom, there's a bunch of spectators at
No,
LeCom.
they just come out.
Do you have to buy a ticket for Q
Oh,
School?
I've been there. There's like thousands of people walking around.
Let's see. Should we drive out to Valencia?
No.
No.
I don't want to be the
Could do it. Could do an Airbnb
You don't need us
podcast
watching
first
you for that.
round.
Try-
I'm in studio.
Trot just mentioned that you're
see
playing
they'll
against
get through
Brandon
that.
McIver.
Who?
Brandon McIver.
MacGyver?
McIver.
Oh, fuck. Make a match
No
out
idea
of
who
a
it is.
toenail.
I'm sure he's a great player. No idea who he is. So
Me neither.
he doesn't know who I am either. So
Is he a rook?
Don't know.
technically,
He's a
no.
vet Out of Saskatchewan? Saskatoon.
Saskatoon.
Is he the Saskatoon Bush that we were referring to?
7,
He's the Saskatoon Santa.
8,
Saskatoon.
9.
We should do a giveaway where every time you say that, like,
Saskatoon.
it's an entry into something weird.
You think we can fit it in kind of like Super Troopers with meow? Right? Meow.
Not a chance. Not a fucking chance.
You know, as we're talking about the semen power, Saskatoon. You don't think we could slide that in?
Absolutely.
I want to see a side by side of Max Gracerman's head and Tiger.
And Rory.
And he does kind of look like down Rory.
Rory's hair is like, it's creeping. Back.
It's amazing that Rory's as good at golf as he is because he's like the most unathletic individual I've ever seen throw a baseball
He can kick a ball though.
or walk or do anything. Can he kick a ball? Mm-hmm.
He's Irish.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, soccer.
It's football.
Wait, that's
Football.
Australian.
Interesting.
Try again.
All right, boys.
All right. Well, that
Well,
was great.
just want to give a final shout out to Swannies, folks. This Black Swan line. Try golfer, you got to check out the Black Swan line. You got to get that in the shop.
Black
Because
Swan.
this shit is nice.
Straight from Saskatoon. It is fucking cool, dude.
It is fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, just the whole collection. And
10 out of 10.
I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. Got half the collection, and I got the other half of the collection
to-
coming in a couple weeks. So
We need to get some samples.
Mr. Grant is
Size
salivating
medium.
over there. He saw what I was rocking over the weekend. and
Swanee, size medium, guys.
there you go.
Real easy.
But folks, utilize promo code PullHookGolf25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order at Swannies.co. And that's it for tonight. Mr. Buttsy, Mr. Grant, and myself, Matt Cook. Until next time,
God bless the
A-Town
USA.
down, baby.
Amen.
I don't know. Listen, I want this song in my car.